All right, listen, man. Listen, okay. If you guys watched the Amanda Seals, the thing where she was going at it with a bunch of people that were um, anti a bunch of stuff. Honestly, they didn't stay on one topic, but they're basically anti reparations. We'll just that was the narrative that was pushed to get me to click on the video. Um, One of the things that she brought up was that she I might add the clip on here, but one of the things that she basically said was,
the daughter of an immigrant, it is imperative that black people from other places understand the disparate difference that they exist from black people in the United States. It is not the same. Period. And ultimately, the best effort that we can do as a diaspora is to lead in understanding, not in judgment. So when I am talking to somebody from Sudan, from the Congo, from Angola, I am listening to understand their experience, not to undermine it. And I refuse to allow anybody from Grenada, from Angola, from any other place to come and try to undermine the experience of Black Americans.
if you are black from America, your experience in America is your experience in America. If you are black from another country, right? Uh, she brought up Congo. She brought up a couple of places, right? If that's the case, that's cool. But it, those two experiences are different, right? And I remember hearing, people talk about, what they expected it. People having their own opinion on that, on that time on other people's time in their country or whatever. Like as a kid, like determining, how somebody's experience was when they were being raised in South Africa. It's not a discussion. It's not a thing that you understand. You can't make the deter. Oh, this is like this for you over there. You don't know. Ask them how it is over there. Unless you're from there, you can't tell them how it is over there, right? And I even had some comments on one of my videos from somebody who was from another country. Um, it's disheartening to see the divide, and I think the divide is similar to how it's been, like when people say, the spoiled discussion in the black family, right? Where so and so got a daddy, so he's spoiled. You know what I mean? It's similar to that. I think this. I think anytime your discussion, I think anytime you have a like, let's say you're not black from America, right? If your whole viewpoint is, how come X, Y, and Z for us, but not X, Y, and Z for you? Anytime that's your narrative, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I don't care about how things are in your country and how hard stuff is in your country and why can't somebody else do. I don't live in that world. I don't. I don't. I'm 37. What I understand is this. What I understand is you have the experience that you have, might be based off your decisions, some might not be. And that is what it is. I don't care if I don't care if you went to Princeton and then dropped out and then now you're homeless. I don't know what happened. I didn't come out of your mom. I didn't grow up. I didn't drink her milk. I didn't live in her house. I wasn't raised where you were raised, inside of your house with your parents or parent. I don't know what that's like. And I think a lot of us, I think that might be one of the key factors between black Americans and black people that are just part of the greater diaspora. A lot of us have this like elite victim mentality we play, like, oh, I'm more of a victim than you. Well, how come when I was a victim, because my victim's bigger than your victim, like I'm, you know what I'm saying? I don't get it, especially when the whole point of that discussion is to be like, well, I didn't have anything and I picked myself up by my bootstraps and I, why is that a discussion? You see all these people, you come to a country, right? You come to a country and the majority of a group of people that look just like you in that country are telling you something, right? and you go, oh no, that can't be it, because when I was in fucking Nigeria, this didn't. No, this was harder. So it's definitely, you guys are tripping. How, when you were in another country, it was easier, so we must be tripping. When you were in another country, those two things don't go together. And again, it's not even your fault. It's not even your fault. It is a mentality that some people that are Black Americans from America have. And as you saw that video, I mostly agree point for point. Mostly, I agree. I don't. A lot of stuff doesn't make sense to me. I don't know where people get their facts from, and that's not my place to tell you everywhere you get your facts from is false. And all. No, I'm not God out here with all the facts. But what I can tell you is stop speaking on the Black American experience if you don't know it. If you don't know it, if you came out here to visit for 3 years on a visa, you don't know the Black experience. When we go visit you in Nigeria and go eat jollof rice and take pictures and fucking and faux braids with, you know what I mean? And we get these braids and these African colors that we've decided are African colors. I don't even know why we consider, like, we buy all of our African stuff in America, go to Africa and be like, you see? Look at me. You see all this African stuff? Yeah. Like, no, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. You can listen to as much Adekunle Gold as you want. You can listen to as much Kiss Daniels as you want. If you're not from Africa, you're not from Africa. You don't have the understanding of how it is to be from Africa or anything like that. So that's why this entire discussion, this whole video is about how they treat us when they're from the greater diaspora, not from America, right? And they come over here, or they're still there. They're still in Jamaica. They're still in Haiti. They're still in Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic. They're still in South Africa, Eritrea, wherever, Ghana, and they're looking over and they're going, oh man, this, that, like, I'm not going to tell you that that you guys have more opportunities over there. That'd be crazy. I'm not going to tell you that you guys got more money over there or that you guys are safer over there. That's crazy. You know what I mean? That's crazy. I'm not going to tell you that. What I'm going to tell you is our walk with racism is different. I'm not telling you which one's worse, which one is harder to or if one is this way, then the other one should be okay with another. No, I'm not doing that. You guys are not the Africans that came here. The Africans that came here are no longer African. They're American. You get what I'm saying? So they're African Americans, right? If you don't know what it's like to be taken to a place because you're still in another country, or you have the ability to come to this country yourself, then you don't know how things progressed. You know, see, the problem is as a person that would not judge you or would not say that I'm telling you not to say the same thing to us. I'm telling you not to say something to us that I also would not say to you. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't have any. I come from like the generation where people called Africans African booty scratcher, and I had to watch people from Africa navigate that in America. Young Africans, friends that I had a friend named Emeka, had to navigate that. You get what I'm saying? I had a friend from not Barbados. Where was he from? I can't remember where he was from, but he was from the islands. His name was Gian. And I had to watch him navigate African hate, and he was not directly from Africa. You get what I'm saying? So again, to stay on topic, this discussion is not about like, don't focus on this particular word is we are this, we are that. Like, I don't, that this whole, the point of this discussion, to stay on topic, let's not split hairs, to stay on topic, this entire point is, in America, we have a particular walk with racism. Some people in America don't believe they've ever had to walk with racism, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. I can't tell you what you went through. That's one thing I can't do. I can't tell you what you went through. But our walk with racism is our walk with racism, and it is unique. There's not another America. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's similar to somebody in the UK. I don't think it is. That's just my personal opinion. I think they have a different kind of walk with it. You know what I mean? But in America, we have a particular walk with racism. If you are from another country and black, your opinion on whether or not it's bad enough or we should be there should be this should have been handled a certain way. What the fuck are you, like a consultant for racism? Like it again, it's null and void, that opinion. I don't care about anything else but that discussion in this video. I don't care about nothing but that. Period. I got plenty of African friends. And they've lived in America they've lived in America for a good long time. A lot of them came as kids. And they talk about racism a lot. And their walk with racism does not come from them being 6 years old in Liberia, 6 years old in Nigeria. Their walk with racism comes from them being, 10 years old in different parts of the world, different parts of the U.S., from California to Texas to Mississippi down to Georgia up to New York. This is just a reality. And even then, there's a different walk in different states. This is nuanced. This is not something that y'all can just determine, I have a certain, because I come from somewhere that we don't have this, we don't have that. I had somebody say, imagine you come from a place where you don't have any running water and you got to listen to this. Imagine shutting the fuck up. Imagine that. Imagine when you're about to say something stupid, imagine closing your mouth. Imagine that. That's crazy, right? Or imagine saying something to somebody's face and then getting put on your pockets. Imagine that. Imagine me going to Africa and telling them that they could have did this and could have did that and could have did this. And this didn't have to be this bad if they would have did this. Imagine that. Imagine that. Oh, you guys should have more money here. Why would I do that? I have no idea about the struggles at all. I know it's tough depending on what part you live in. I know the world shows me a picture. The images that the world shows me of Africa, if I did not have friends that go back and forth to Africa and did not grow up in Africa and all that, I would think, until I did research, I would think it looked just like how they put it on TV. I'd have watched so many Feed the Children commercials, you know what I mean? And they done went to one nook and cranny in Africa to get that. There's plenty of Africa has literally whatever you want in it. You know what I'm saying? Literally, whatever you want in Africa is there. You want the city? You can go to Uganda. You can go to different other parts of South Africa. You can go to Nigeria. You can go to Ghana. You can go to, there's one other country you can go to. I can't remember the name of it. There's a bunch of places you can go to and get that. You want more of a village look, more of a village feel? There's plenty of places in Sierra Leone, plenty of places in Chad. There's so many different places you can go. And so we're not going to sit here and stand on ceremony. That's not what we're about to do here. Not today. Not today. I done read too many comments, seen too many. Y'all done made my hairline go back farther than it already is, man. Yeah, it's your fault, man. I'm bald-headed and it's your fault. Man, that's it. I'm just an angry-ass old man. I got some stuff to say, man. And it is what it is, man. Y'all leave comments and let me know how much you disagree with me or how much you agree with me, whatever. Don't argue with me. You can argue with your mama, though. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying no. You dig? Holla at me.